Hello everybody and welcome back to Sweet Cheat Sheets. Today we're making a rich citrus-kissed chocolate orange cake. So let's begin. Here's everything we'll need for our cake. First, we're getting all the flavors from our oranges, zest and juice. We'll start by taking the zest. Nothing says fresh like orange zest. Next, we'll squeeze out all of that vibrant juice. Make sure you squeeze out as much juice as you can from those 3 oranges. And once we're all measured out, we'll set it aside for later. Now it's time to mix together all of our dry ingredients, starting with flour, cocoa, and baking soda, all sifted together for a light, even mix. Then we'll add sugar, ground almonds, and the orange zest we grated before. We'll give it all a quick stir and our dry base is ready. Up next, we'll mix together our liquid base. Here we have milk, our freshly squeezed orange juice, and vegetable oil. We'll whisk it all together until it's nice and smooth. Finally, we'll prepare our egg foundation, where we'll combine everything together. You might think that 5 eggs is a lot, and you're right, but the eggs are what gives the cake its fluffy and airy texture. So 5 is plenty, but just right. Once the sugar and salt are in, we can start whipping. We'll mix on high speed until the eggs become lighter and airier. Then we'll slow it down and we're ready to bring it all together. We'll add our liquid and dry bases into the eggs, alternating a little at a time and letting it mix in between each addition. Chocolate orange has always been one of my favorite flavor pairings. Since I was a kid, I loved Terry's chocolate orange, pestering anybody coming from abroad to bring me some, a habit I have yet to shake. Our last addition to the batter is melted chocolate, which gives the cake that deep, indulgent richness. And with everything now combined, our batter is ready. We'll pour it into the pan and bake it in a preheated oven on 170 degrees Celsius, which is about 340 Fahrenheit, for 70 minutes until a pick comes out with small moist crumbs. Then we let our cake cool down completely while we make the glaze. Think of this as an elevated ganache. It's cream and chocolate, but also I'm adding orange zest and extract to lift the orange flavors, as well as some coarse salt for balance and a little crunch in the glaze. We'll stir gently until the chocolate and cream melt together to make a smooth, silky, and glossy ganache. Next goes in the orange zest and extract, infusing the glaze with bright citrus notes. And with everything mixed in, our glaze is ready to go. Now it's time for the final assembly, bringing the cake and the glaze together. Fresh out of the oven, our cake stands tall, but as it cools, it gently settles down. Removing the cake from the pan is its own performance. First, we'll release the sides, then a plate goes on the top, to flip the cake. Using an offset spatula, we carefully lift away the base, and finally we flip the cake again, and now we're ready for glazing. The glaze smooths out beautifully, and for the final touch, a sprinkle of coarse salt. Add as much as you like. And here it is, our finished chocolate orange cake. Just look at that shiny glaze. And here comes the moment of truth, the first slice. The cake is soft, rich, moist, and full of flavor. Chocolate orange has always been one of my favorite flavor combos, and I'm wondering, what is your favorite chocolate pairing? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, make sure you're subscribed, and hit that bell button so you don't miss out, and I'll see you in the next one.